had this old science RV that was not being used, and we need to do something with it, or we need to get rid of it.
It was an opportunity to revive it and say, we've got this vehicle and it's already an RV for science, but we wanted to modernize it and make it more STEM focused.
What this does now is it's a mobile STEM lab. It travels to all of 19 of our elementary schools, and we work with 3rd grade and 5th grade. And so we do different lessons that revolve around STEM and robotics and programming, and we try to make good career connections and give kids an experience that they can't get really any other place.
So it's not just pushing a button and hitting play, they're actually making that integrated decision-making piece.
We need to start giving students experience and skills early, because the technology is going to change. So we give them the technology we have today, but it's getting them to look at how might this technology impact our future, and how might that change to create even other technologies that are going to drive their world.
We use my class less as a traditional art class and more as a creative problem-solving class. Students are using art and technology to study everything else. What ITEF did for us is they enabled us to purchase both robotics and the equipment to create stop-motion animations.
What we're doing is called stop-motion multiplane, and it makes it more look like it's kind of 3D. A boy's going to be standing on the top of the cliff right there, and then the cliff is going to break in half, and lava's going to come running down. We're going to make a Mentos dropping in the soda, and then it's going to splash up.
One of the things that we've come to realize is that we're educating kids to solve problems that we don't know are problems yet, to do jobs that don't exist yet. So what we really have to do is just give them the skills to be willing to approach new technology and embrace it and learn it.
Then 40 years later, it's an iceberg.
I don't see a mustache. Oh yeah, okay. I see.
The thing is that kids now, they're digital natives. They've grown up with this stuff, so they take to it much faster than we do.
In the Total Wellness Program, we were connecting the different realms that already exist in our school through the use of technology.
I think that where we are kind of mixing things up a little bit is in using it in a way that is more holistic. It's using it to further a conversation.
I'm often talking to the children that food is fuel, and so that kind of helps them understand that correlation between what I put in my body and the energy that I get out. It's getting close to lunchtime.
In our culinary arts, they're really taking the opportunity through technology to capture the healthy, quality meals that they are cooking. And then there's the physical activity. In using technology, we really brought and heightened awareness to those areas.
The Polar Active fitness monitors are being worn by adults and kids in our school.
They track your activity, and your goal is to get to 60 minutes.
And this was a way for us to really think about, hey, are we really being as active as we want to be?
It makes me feel proud.
I can see that this is an important part of their experience because it's going to be an important part of the rest of their lives.
So what happened was when we were looking at building our STEM labs here at Emmanuel, it came up a number of times that we were interested in looking at Lego EV3s as a robotics kit to use with kids.
All of our students from 3rd through 8th have had an opportunity to experience the EV3 Lego robotics and have that experience that they normally wouldn't have.
I let what their interests are drive what's happening within the class. They wanted a challenge, and that's what they actually told me, is we want a challenge for this. So I had the idea, well, let's make a maze.
Well, we're programming it on the computer to try to weave our way through the maze of our robots.
Robotics is one of those ways that really helps emphasize that, you got to use math.
So we have to measure each time, each turn, so it has to be exact.
You have to put
how many rotations,
commands.
we have to put in the rotations and how many seconds and the speed of our robot.
The students need to not only know the technology, but everything that comes with it, down from the problem solving to collaboration.
Just that openness and the idea of allowing kids to guide their learning, for them to almost take the emotional investment in what they're doing and to show that their education is theirs.
So the ornament project kind of started off with a geometry class.
We've been using the 3D printing to learn more about volumes of shapes.
They start off with a basic design for 6 different ornaments. and then they gave it to us to kind of, touch up, make it look more kind of aesthetically pleasing.
And then we picked out which ones that we were going to work on individually.
After we got the products and we knew the colors, we brought them then to the marketing students.
We had 6 ornaments that we were choosing from, and then we ended up deciding for 3 of them.
We've always wanted to introduce collaboration and interdisciplinary projects.
I would never thought like a geometry class and a math class and a marketing class could have like all worked together to create one thing, but we did.
It was cool seeing like the project actually like come to life.
Our school is definitely trying, and with arts particularly, just making them more confident in what they create and make.
I didn't realize how much can be created with a 3D printer like this, and you kind of start to realize the possibilities.
Just going through this whole process, it's made me really think about how much math is really working in real life.
It helped me learn some of the things better than what I was just seeing on a textbook.
So I think that just this new technology coming into the school helps. And obviously, anytime the more knowledge you have, the better for you out in the real world. So these kids, will be going to college next year, the year after, and they'll have this experience.
Our program is a non-traditional setting based on an online curriculum. Our teachers are here to facilitate the program as opposed to being a traditional give and take holder of the information.
We don't like to be breathing down students' necks. We like to meet them where they're at and help them when we can.
They haven't been successful in the traditional environment, and they're presented with this alt option, this alternative option. We build our program on relationships first. We want them to want to be here. We want them to know people care about them here. ITEF is a tremendous resource. They've provided funds and capital for us to purchase computers that have cellular devices built in.
I needed to be able to do work at home too because I don't have a personal computer. I like being able to do homework on the road. It's cool.
It benefits me because I can actually do my homework anywhere.
So we look at our technology being a great tool, but it's more of an accelerator for our at-risk students.
It's definitely an opportunity. It's a big head start.
This room last year was a classroom with carpet and 25 odd desks and a smartboard. Now it's a makerspace.
Now we have a thing where we can teach critical thinking in terms of science and technology and engineering.
It brings into school things that aren't normally in school, but should be.
The makerspace offers so much in teamwork and valuing other people's opinions and ideas.
You get to communicate with whoever else is in here with you, and you get to see what they're working on.
The makerspace has a very natural bent towards doing. When kids come in here, they expect to make.
Teaching people to create things and be excited about it is a really big step.
Design thinking is other related, right? It's about fashioning something to meet the needs of someone outside of yourself.
We're coming up with meaningful solutions to real problems that kids are identifying.
This is a $70 computer.
What I'm building here is virtual reality glasses, so the idea behind them is to simulate a 3D environment.
I've been working on a one-handed keyboard for my friend Gavin. He doesn't have the use of his right hand because of a stroke before he was born.
It's this idea of I'm going to try something, it's not going to be perfect the first time, I'm going to go back, I'm going to reiterate, I'm going to build another prototype.
There's no way we would have been able to do it without a space like this.
We want our students to be smart and good. We want students who can learn and work together, who use intelligence as a tool, who go to college with a major but also a life mission, a sense of purpose around that.
What I want to do basically is take everything that I've learned with and I want to use it to improve things and make the world a better place.
It will definitely be something I take forth with me to wherever I end up because these are the core of so many things that just can help you be a better person.